Kylian Mbappe has started the season with some impressive numbers. 14 goals in just 10 games at Real Madrid. He has been their best player, but concern from the Real Madrid fan group, of course, after him coming off for France. What's the latest, Jules? Obviously, all eyes on the Clásico at the end of the month.
Yeah, that's right. He won't play against Iceland tomorrow night. He's gone back to Madrid already with a small ankle injury. I was being told today that it was not too serious. I think it was more by precaution than anything else. So I don't think Real Madrid should be too worried. He's played a lot since the start of the season. Really, he rarely comes off early from the Real Madrid games. He's played a lot with France as well. So I don't think they don't want to take any risks for Iceland tomorrow in the qualifiers. But I think he should be okay for the weekend with Real Madrid in La Liga.
Why was he even playing, Jules, in this game?
It's a good question, Dan. To be fair, I think there was a few positions where we were wondering why Deschamps played him. He's still the captain. He has to play. He was getting closer to Olivier Giroud's record of the top goal scorer in French football history with the national team. And I think he thought Azerbaijan, maybe I could score 5 and become the top goal scorer. He only scored 1 and assisted the other one. But I think he wanted to play as well. But really, the most important of the two games, the tougher one, certainly on paper, was more Iceland away, which is tomorrow, than the one at home at the Parc des Princes in Paris on Friday against Azerbaijan. So if there was one to miss, really, you would have thought it was the Azerbaijan one, not the Iceland one, but they did the other way around. And yeah, maybe that was a mistake, although again, I don't think it's too serious, his injury, and really France should win even without him tomorrow.
I have to say, Jules, you surprised me when we asked you to give us your top 10 players in Europe so far. I thought it was a given it would be a Frenchman and it would be Kylian Mbappe who would sit at number 1 of your top 10, but it's not.
No, because you know me, I'm always objective, especially with Paris-born and bred players, But right. In this case, I thought we all this together, and I felt this was fair. As much as I think Kylian is incredible and the best in the world and the best on earth, Erling Haaland is just on fire again, as we saw against Israel last night. Even if he missed that penalty and the retaken penalty, he was still incredible. Harry Kane has been on fire too, slightly more than Kylian, so I think Kylian in third is right. Pedri is a magician. We've seen that this season. I thought Saliba has been outstanding. Arsenal haven't considered a goal when he was on the pitch this season in all competitions. Caicedo, for me, the best in his position in the world right now. Luis Diaz on fire with Bayern Munich. Julian Alvarez has had a great period. Rasmus Haaland is resurrected since he left Manchester United. And I even find space for Antoine Semenyo because what he's been doing with Bournemouth so far this season has been really incredible.
No, not arguing with Semenyo. As you say, he's been fantastic. I think, Jules, out of that, I think Julian Alvarez could definitely be higher, considering what he's done for Atleti, certainly over the last few weeks.
Yeah, to be fair, I went a bit back and forth with some of them. I thought Caicedo deserved to be quite high as well. I wanted a defender for that, just for Stevie, really. Yep. But with Alvarez, let's not forget, though, that him and Atletico Madrid didn't start that well. But you're right, over the last 3 or 4 games, including the Madrid derby, he was pretty unplayable. So I could have easily maybe put him a bit higher up.
Stevie, you happy with that top 10?
I would have had Rasmus Haaland higher.
Would you?
Aye.
How high?
I would swap him and Saliba.
Right.
I'd knock Saliba down and put Rasmus Haaland.
Okay.
Out there.
But you're happy with Haaland being number 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. Haaland, Kane, Mbappe.
No, I don't have a problem.
Not having this Erling Haaland conversation again.
No, is he the best striker in the history of the Premier League? Top 10, you happy with that?
Yeah. No problem.
So obviously, if we're going to do the good, let's do the bad. The top 5 flops, which is basically Florian Wirtz.
Why do we
plus
have to
4.
do the bad?
Well,
who's done this? Not Jules.
This is Jules. Wirtz, Cunha, Rodrigo, Almeida, and Jonathan David.
This is normally a Van Leer one.
Right,
normally Pete's the one that sends you the email or calls you and goes, right, can you give me your top 3 worst in the weekend?
Well, this is just
what's a horrible thing to do?
Well, just because Florian Wirtz is there?
No, it's just a horrible thing to do. Why do you have to do that?
Since when have you cared so much?
You've
been slamming.
Hold on a minute. How many years have we've been on this show?
Exactly.
We do horrible very well.
Basically.
We're just a horrible...
We're excelling tonight, I can assure you.
I mean, we're just a horrible bunch.
Yes, yeah,
Particularly when it comes to Man United. That's why he's put Matthias Cunha in there.
Jules, let's go through a couple of them. Maybe people don't know Jonathan David that well and what he's done since the move, or not done, and Almeida as well.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Stevie. This was hard, to be fair. And four of those five are new signings as well, so they need a bit of time to adapt to this new club, etc. But anyway, they're there. Jonathan David has been poor, really, with Juventus in a position where there's a lot of competition, with Luis Openda also being there, and of course Vlahovic still being at the club. And I think he felt that pressure. He hasn't hit the ground running really at all. And for Thiago Almada, I think as great as he was for Lyon last season and as good as he's been with Argentina overall really recently, with Atletico Madrid it hasn't worked out yet for him. And again, it's very early in the season, I know that. But simply every time he's played, they haven't won. They haven't won a single game when he was on the pitch. So this really is not a good start.
Does Wirtz play Man United?
Oh, God, no, we got days for that.
Hold on, does he play off the back of the international break? Does he play?
Ooh, I don't know, I need to think about that.
Right, he deserves to be number one.
Don't be mean. What about your friend?
Which
who
one?
Liverpool signed from Bournemouth?
Oh, Kirkhouse.
Hey, you've been learning. He's got to be in that conversation.
He's been in front.
I tell you who could be there is Trent, couldn't he?
Yeah, he's had an
If
injury.
he played.
Yeah, but when he has played, he hasn't done.
You
it.
you could throw in Frimpong at Liverpool, who hasn't always played.
Yes.
Yeah, he's well. Trent Alexander-Arnold's problem is not just his form and his defending, and the fact that Xabi Alonso is, he has Danny Carvajal fit, one of the best fullbacks in the modern era, who has recovered from his ACL. So you could, I suppose, put him in, although he has been benched a couple of times. Yeah, I mean...
Why Cunha over Sesko, Jules?
Yeah, Sesko.
Sesko has been scoring 2 goals in his last 2 league games.
Okay.
Cunha, I know, has been injured a little bit, but Cunha hasn't scored or assisted. Yeah, and again, it's a bit harsh because you need a bit of time for those players, I think, to adapt to the new environment. But really, you expected more. I think the way I saw it, and I agree again with Stevie on this is a bit harsh to do. But I looked at it in a way like, who did we expect more from? And I think those 5, certainly, and we could have added, of course, Trent and others, but those 5, I think all of us at the start of the season would have said, okay, Wirtz, really, we expected more from all. And Rodrigo is there because we thought he might not play much, but actually he did play, he did play a little bit. And every time he played and he had that chance, even on his favourite left side, he was disappointing. So of all those 5s, I think we all expected more that we have seen so far. That's why they're there.
So every time we sit here
And criticise anything,
and do a game, criticise a club, criticise a player, criticise
1986.
defenders, he's going to pipe up about the story about Dougie Bailey
That'll be it.
in the Scottish newspaper.
Jules, are you on the next edition of the Gab and Jules podcast?
Yes, tomorrow,
Wow.
indeed, with Gab.
Okay, perfect. Obviously, you can...
Hopefully that goes better.
The standard has been set very low, to be fair.